Good morning, my doom scrolling kids. I love you. If you're bored, here's another one for you. Self-confidence. Okay. Before I begin, I want you all to understand that self-confidence comes from building yourself up by doing stuff that you're good at and then expanding on other things after that. Okay. For example, video games, sports, other basic skills, knowledge base, cognitive ability, the ability to process. Okay, these are all skills and abilities that are built by repetition, and this repetition builds muscle memory to be able to do it with ease. Okay, and building your self-confidence also includes doing the things that are easy and fun, that you enjoy, that you can whip out quickly, that takes less effort to do, or whatever, however you want to describe it. Building yourself up entails sticking with something. Say, for example, I want to get into pistol or rifle competition. Okay, so in order to do that, I need to go get a separate outside the home job. Okay, that'll be my source of income for that particular hobby. Okay, also that income stream will also have an investment bucket. Okay, so to build myself up to get to there, I need to earn enough money to purchase the firearm and ammo to get started. Okay, so you have to train with one particular firearm and choose your taste of ammo, and normally it's somewhere around 124 grain, maybe 115 for practice, but 124 grain is usually for competition. So you just repetitiously practice over and over and over and over and over again until you're so fucking good at it that when you hear the shooter ready, fucking done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just fucking just go. You hear the and it's muscle memory, and you just fucking fly. In slow motion, you can see your movements, but on the draw, on the fast, to get those rounds down range, you're moving with the quickness and squeezing that trigger as fast as you can. Okay? You can only hone that skill and get first, second, or third place if you go to the fucking range and practice continuously every week. And not just once a week. More than once a week. If you got time, do it every fucking day. Become a fucking master at what you do. And like I say in previous videos, you really gotta do something you enjoy. You really gotta do something that you truly love to do, that makes you really fucking happy. Okay? That's how people get successful. They start learning these skills and they expand onto new skills that are branching off of the original skills they had. Okay? And they start mastering all these different things. Okay? That's what builds you up. Once you realize that you're good at this thing, you start expanding off of them. It's this, I don't have one in front of me, but a holster maker. Okay? A holster maker can make a basic Kydex holster for a pistol. But as his skill is honed and perfected, and he learns new skills and materials to use, he makes them more elaborate, more sturdy, more durable, and overall prettier. Okay? So it goes with anything and everything we do. When I first started into gardening, getting into agriculture, in school I had no fucking idea. I thought I knew, but no, I had no fucking clue. But once I started getting into it, it's repetitious. I could just whip that shit out and go knock out a class out in the garden for Squirrel's Garden Channel. And it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell you in all my videos, when I do this, this is on the fly. I'm about to read something I haven't read yet. That's why I'm stuttering and stumbling over my words and shit like that, or I just pause and try to think. Okay? Because I want to be concise. I don't like being constructed into a set narrative, script, schedule. I don't like that. Okay? I'm better on the fly. That's my personality. That's how I think. Noah, Zeke, you both have the puzzle brain. So you work on the fly. You're presented with a situation or puzzle or situation. Okay. I said situation. Situation, a puzzle, dynamic thing where you have to figure out something. Okay. It could be mechanical. It could be electrical. It could be electronic. It could be software. It could be hardware. It could be cord. Okay? Whatever it is. So my point is here, whatever it is that makes you happy, you enjoy, and you get really good at it. Okay? It will make you feel good. Your self-esteem will grow. Your confidence will grow because you get the positive feedback, which you need. Okay? This goes for everything you do. Okay? One of the best examples I like to use, which my kids probably don't really know the contents of yet, is remote viewing. Okay? When you remote view, you have the proctor, basically, the person who initiates the remote viewing session, and the viewer is prompted with eight character code, alphanumeric code. Okay, so it's numbers and letters and eight characters. That's a remote viewing address ID to remote view a location or subject or target, whatever. And when the remote viewer writes stuff down and draws stuff, okay, the feedback is necessary from the proctor to say, yes, you were right, or no, you were wrong. Okay? And that builds self-confidence, and it helps build the cognitive ability to become more accurate at your remote viewing skills. Everybody can do this. Okay? Everybody is capable. You just have to learn how to use that muscle group. Your brain is literally a fucking muscle, so you have to train it, okay? That's the whole point of this, okay? Repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. You do it over and over and over again, and it's suddenly done. Easy. You don't have to do nothing. I am suddenly fucking itchy since the girls came in here. Anyway, you really got to try to stick with whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you love to do, whatever it is that's making you happy. Okay? That's what will make you successful. That is what will make you successful. Okay? So no matter what it is you're into, okay? There's even guys recording their video game session and posting it to YouTube and TikTok because people watch it. It's entertainment. It kind of looks like an anime or cartoon kind of thing. But then you got the guy yakking in the background, you know, talking about his game and shit. And they're making money just by you watching them play a video game. Okay. With the video game and recording it, he is showing his self-confidence through playing the game and still being confident about presenting himself playing the game, even if he loses that session in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a kind of a I don't give a fuck attitude. I'm going to show this anyway. Okay? That's the way you gotta have it. That's the way you gotta have it in life, in your mind, in your body, your habits. Okay? But at the same time, you gotta be respectful to the people around you. Okay? And that's a fine line, and a lot of people, stumble over that line and end up looking arrogant and conceited and just overall nasty person. Now, self-confidence and self-esteem can go the other way down the spiral, and that's where you get narcissistic behavior, jealousy, and animosity. You name it. It's like a that behavior is like a disease. Disease is dis-ease. Dis-ease metabolizes into disease. Okay? We talked about this in previous videos last year, okay? The dis-ease, the stress, the trauma of the mind gets transmuted, metabolized into the body as a type of illness, ailment, or disease. And some can say it could be cancer, cancerous. Bad thoughts could be cancerous. There's that. Okay. So you got to keep a good positive mindset. And don't allow people to fuck with your head. And that's hard, especially at a young age. Okay? For my boys, I've told this part of my story over and over again. Okay? I was 16 years old when I tried to save my sister. She was 14. He started messing with her, well, sexually, at 13. So, I got sick of it. And one day, I knew he was about to go in her room, so I snuck out of my bedroom, went and hid in her bedroom, scared the ever living shit out of him. He walked in butt naked, closed the door, locked it, and as soon as he noticed I was sitting there, he flipped the light on and started chewing my ass. Mom walked in, he's standing there butt naked. She's trying to open the door. Why is the door locked? Yeah. He later beat the shit out of me. Go check the window. So anyway, my self-confidence started then. Okay? It started with anger. And at the time, I did not fully understand the complexity of what was happening at that age. Okay? I knew he was fucking her. I knew that was wrong. And I knew he shouldn't be doing it. It's disgusting. He shouldn't be fucking my sister. I stood up to him multiple times after that. Yeah. I am the reason, I am the sole reason me and my mother are alive. I made that Ruger 357 Magnum revolver in the leather triangle shaped zip-up pouch lined with sheep's wool. I made that disappear. Yeah, and the day they had their fight, and Mom ran out the door, he was tearing his bedroom apart and bullets were flying all over the fucking floor. You could hear it on the hardwood floor. Where is it? Where the motherfucker is it? I got rid of it, motherfucker. Because he was always reaching for it, threatening me with it. So one day when he went overseas, I fucking got rid of it. Yeah. I'm the only reason me and Mom are alive. Because after he couldn't find it, he ran out the door anyway, chasing down my mom. And if the recruiter didn't come get me, I would have been dead. Building your self-confidence can come at any moment. Having that confidence, having that power, it could be triggered by a trauma, or it could be triggered by just learning how to do it. And all of a sudden, one day, boom, you realize, I've already had that power. I've had it the whole fucking time, I just didn't know how to use it. Yeah, that's basically how it works, okay? Yeah. Repetition of the things that make you happy will make you successful. Okay? So we're already sitting at just over 17 minutes. I'm going to try and fly through this as best as possible, okay? Building self-confidence requires a combination of internal mindset shifts and external actions to challenge negative beliefs and prove competence. Challenge negative self-talk and practice self-compassion. Identify and write down negative beliefs about yourself, then actively challenge them with evidence of your strengths, positive feedback, and positive feedback from others. Okay. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend, avoiding harsh criticism, and accepting that mistakes are a part of learning rather than proof of inadequacy. Okay. If you fail at something or make a mistake, okay, that's a learning point, a data point, okay? It's a moment of learning to change what you're doing, to become better, badass, okay? It's not a failure, okay? A mistake could have happened from fatigue or lack of knowledge, okay? It could be anything, okay? But once you learn from that mistake, you build onto it and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that again, I'm going to do this instead, okay? You're building yourself up, okay? Then the next step up, you learn something else, boom, 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 okay? Keep going. Take action and face fears gradually. Confidence is built through mastery experiences and stepping outside your comfort zone. Like I said, I didn't read this yet. This is right off the top of my head. I do this on the fly, okay? And like I said, all I typed in is how to build self-confidence, okay? Start by setting small, achievable goals and celebrating these small victories to build trust in your abilities, okay? Small goals. What do you got going on today, this week, this month, this year, okay? It's June, so school time should be almost over for y'all if you haven't finished up already. If you're going to in-town school, it should be over here soon. If you're doing homeschool, you should have been done by now. Next step after each season of school, you're working to a goal of graduating, okay? High school or equivalent. Gradually tackle large challenges such as public speaking and or trying new social situations. It could be, I was suggested to try dating again. I'm not in the mood, but that's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should try, but I'm not really in the mood. To prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort and succeed. Adopt confidence behaviors and surround yourself with support. Project confidence through body language, such as standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking clearly. Build a supportive network by spending time with positive, encouraging people and limiting exposure to those who bring you down. Additionally, learn new skills or engage in activities you enjoy, as competence in specific areas naturally boosts overall self-esteem. Okay? Again, repetitious learning. Okay? The more you do it, the easier it is, and the more successful at it you will become. Okay? And by doing so, getting the positive feedback from inside the house and outside the house will also build you up in your confidence, and your overall self-esteem, the way you feel about yourself, will grow and become even bigger than it was once. Okay? Stop comparing yourself to others. Surround yourself with positive people. Take care of your physical health. Take care of your body. Eat good. Be kind to yourself. Practice positive self-talk. Face your fears. Okay? Again, let's use my dating. I was told I needed to get out there and try dating again. Now, this isn't so much of a fear. There is a little bit of fear in there. Because I honestly don't want to have to go through the fucking heartache again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put your heart into fucking somebody for 10 years, and you get let down, and she goes and fucks with your head, and makes you question whether or not you should be with somebody. It takes time to get over that type of mind fuck. Okay? But yes, I need to challenge myself and see if I have what it takes, the patience and the skill to talk to a lady, to develop a relationship, to get married. And I am lonely as shit. But, you know, honestly, if I had my way, I'd just say, hey, send me your application. Let me read that motherfucker and I'll choose one. Because I'm that old. I don't want to play no fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. I'm done playing fucking games, dude. I'm fucking done. Do things you're good at. We just talked about that. Know when to say no. Okay? Don't be a people pleaser. Don't do things just because somebody asks you to. Don't do things to make people happy. Okay? Don't participate in something that you know is wrong, or you know you shouldn't be there or be doing that, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And don't stress yourself out by stretching yourself so thin in so many directions and helping so many other people that you're not helping yourself. Okay? Set realistic goals. Let's see here. What else did I pull up? Stick to the promises you make to yourself. Okay? I would also add, stick to the promises you make to yourself, but it's also good practice to follow through with the promises you make to others. Okay? If you keep being a letdown by saying, oh, I promised to do something, and don't do it, they're going to think lower of you. Okay? Which also lowers your self-esteem and self-confidence. Okay? It's a repetitious loop, spiraling down. Okay? You want to keep going up. So, conquer your fears and move forward and promise yourself things and stick to it, and promise things to others and don't let them down. Invest in self-education and other self-well-being, positive self-growth development. Okay? And this section here is the Child Mind Institute. That's where I got the information of how much sleep teens need. Okay? So, Allie, you're technically living on your own, but you're still technically teenage years in your body. And you technically should be sleeping 12 plus hours for a good, healthy sleep. Yeah. This also explained that a young lady going in her 20s also needs that rest because your reproductive system is in overdrive. You're in that stage of life. That's baby making phase. So you're using a lot of energy. Your body is consuming energy. So you're going to need to rest more often. Okay? And for my boys, as we mature through puberty, we are constantly eating and sweating and pissing and shitting a lot because our metabolism is fucking kicking in overdrive. And we have to wisely use our masculine overdrive to build our body and our mind. We can use that drive for our mind, not just our body. Okay? Okay. Also, building up the body builds up self-confidence. Okay. Boys, I know you go and work out, doing whatever, however you work out. That in itself is a form of meditation. You're in a meditative state when you're working the muscle groups. Okay. You're just focused and your muscles just going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're listening to music and you're just doing the muscle exercise movements. You are in the fucking zone. It's healthy. Okay? Just like zoning out, like I made in the last video for decompressing. Zoning out is a form of meditation frequency in your brain. Okay? You need that time. You do. Okay? It's important. Like I've said in previous videos, it is the parent that keeps the child overly busy that is the one that has the mental health issue or complication that needs to be dealt with. And staying busy is a type of avoidance, and it causes anxiety and all kinds of emotional states that do affect the body, and it does reflect outwardly. Okay, so you got to keep a good solid mind state. You got to stay solid and steady, and that is a challenge to do so. But don't let it deter you from thinking you can't do it. Okay. We're sitting at 30 minutes. I know I may skip something or clef noted a little too much, but I'm trying to combine and compile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs, and one of them is school. This is more complicated than I thought it was going to be, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. Okay, basically, I want you to build yourself up by doing the things that make you happy and you actually love doing it. Like you could verbally say to yourself or to others that I could do this one thing every day, all day, for the rest of my life. It's simple, it's cool, I get paid for it. I'm good at it. I'm really fucking good at it. Okay? Self-confidence. Okay? Now, kids, you don't see on my YouTube channel the original 27 videos. Okay? Noah, I started that YouTube channel a long time ago. And I just pressed create YouTube channel and I left it. And I just used the account just to scroll through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy Riggin stuck because I was always Jimmy Riggin shit. I was my generation's neighborhood MacGyver. I figured shit out. Just the way it worked. So for you, Noah and Zeke, really just let your mind open up and go for it. Okay. Let's see. What else can I cram in here in the next few minutes? Shit. I'll probably have to think of something else later in another video. But you get the gist of it. I really want you guys to try and work on this, okay? For one or two of my kids, the self-confidence information is going to tell you I'm talking directly to you without saying your name, okay? And I want to put this video out there publicly, but I do want my kids to know that your sibling, one of your siblings, need to hear this, okay? And it's nothing bad either. And I want you to know I'm talking to you because I know you need the help. And I know you understand a lot of this, and it's basic, but sometimes we do need to hear it out loud from somebody, okay? And why not Dad? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being cool about it. I'm just elaborating. Stand by. Yeah, I don't like that. Somebody's going down the fucking street real slow on a moped or something. That's creeper shit. Last time I heard that, it was sitting out there in the dark. The dogs went fucking crazy. You have to keep an ear out for that. I can still kind of hear it out there. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end this video now and go take a look out there. It is 2:45 a.m. and I really want you guys to know that I'm talking directly to you, but I don't want you to feel embarrassed. I want you to know that I love you and I care about you and I'm concerned about you. And yes, sometimes we just need to hear it out loud from somebody else's mouth, just to remind us, okay? And it's not to talk down to any of you. Sometimes we just need to hear it, okay? And like I said on other videos, the whole reason why I make these videos for you 6 kids, my 6 kids, Noah, Allie, Zeke, Adela, Aiden, Robbie. I make these videos because I didn't have a dad. And I know I wasn't there for you either. And now that technology has caught up with my mind, I can do this for you. And yes, I am planning a trip soon. And I'm not going to advertise or broadcast my movements or timing or scheduling or nothing. Okay? So, each of you will get a pop in, even if I'm not allowed to be on the property. I'll come and give you a hug, tell you I was there, tell you I love you, encourage you to come to lunch. Yeah. I love you, and I miss you all. And I do this for you because I love you. Okay? If you haven't reached out to me yet, please do so. Even if you may not know what to say or how to say it. Kids, this is my hand reaching out to you. Noah, Allie, Zeke, Adela, Aiden, Robbie. My metaphoric hand being put through the screen asking you to take my hand. My son, my daughters. All of you. All of my sons, all my daughters. Take my hand and walk with me. I love you. I miss you. Have a beautiful day.